What's good, my peeps? Ruck D's in effect here. You got the ruckus, and we are here with another action figure review. This time courtesy of Hasbro Marvel Legends. We have amazing 60 years. The celebration continues with Spider-Man and his 60th anniversary. This time we've got a 2-pack from the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. And what we have here are Ned Leeds and Peter Parker in their, or I should say his, technically both, civilian attire. And this is, for me anyhow, the first plastic-free 2-pack. So it's pretty interesting, as you could see. As with the plastic-free packaging, we've got I'm going to say digital renders, if not outright photos of the figures. You've got Spider-Man Homecoming. It was from a movie. It's an MCU release right here. We've got the spot varnished logo at the top. On the side, you have some, well, it's not even really showing it though. I got to go sideways because the box is long. But you see some artwork of Spider-Man it looks to be his homemade suit, and you've got the logo for the Midtown School of Science there. On the other side, you have the digital renders of the figures, both Peter Parker and Ned Leeds. On the back, we've got more of those renders. And then you also have, which is new with this style packaging, since you can't see the figures within, they put illustrations of the accessories. And since there are 2 figures here, you have 2 sets of illustrations showing the respective characters, their accessories. So you can see that there for both Ned Leeds and for Peter Parker. And that's about the size of it right there. So seems that they've done away with the write-ups. So hey, it is what it is. So without further ado, let us get these guys out of their packaging. Since it's the first time for me opening up a package-free 2-pack, I'm going to do this on camera so we can see exactly how the 2-packs are packaged, so to speak. And already I've run into an issue. It's double taped. So watch out for this at home if you're dealing with children. So yeah, we're doing this live and in living color, y'all. So we aren't stopping. So pull out. We have our you can see both figs are in the double style of the packaging that we've come to know and love with this. And we get wax paper bag full of their accessories. So let's get the packaging out of the way and look at what we have in terms of the accessories. Spill that out. Sound of wax paper coming through speakers, boy, I tell you. I just lost a head there. So, like I said, wax paper. I'm going to put that off to the side. And what we have, we've got alternate heads for both Ned and Pete. Alternate fists for Pete. I'm assuming a book for either, and a backpack. This is Ned Leeds' backpack. We'll check all this out when we get closer with them. Then, of course, we have this cardboard. First one taken out is Ned Leeds, since his name is first on the packaging. And yeah, so there's Ned Leeds, and out of packaging he has the Spider-Man stretched out mask on his head. And then next up we've got Pete. we've got Pete, unless somebody managed to get mine before I got a hold of it and then replace it with a potato. You know that's a fear most of us have. It'd be replaced, if not with a potato, something. A figure they don't want, whatever. But that's only going to happen if you get a figure in a brick and mortar store. So here we have Pete. So there it is. Everybody is out of packaging. Let's get this review officially kicked off. Here, while the bodiless head of Ned Leeds is staring at you, let me just take care of some housekeeping. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and help us grow. And Ned Leeds agrees. So anyway, you see this is the alternate head, if you will, for Ned Leeds, and that photoreal tech is pretty good. He definitely looks like the actor for sure. So it's pretty nice. And we follow it up with this rather goofy portrait of one Peter Parker, Tom Holland. And yep, it looks pretty goofy. I guess from certain angles it looks like him. The head sculpt that comes on him looks more like Tom than this does, but that's only because they gave him a goofy look. So here's the second head sculpt for Peter Parker. Pete also comes with an additional set of closed-fisted hands. So we get that there for Peter Parker. They come with this this book that has no writing of any kind on it. So, it can be used for either figure. And finally, for accessories, we've got Ned Leeds' backpack, camouflage. It's got the straps. Looks like it'll get on pretty easily. So, like, once again, you see the camouflage pattern there. So some nice detail to it. So here we have both Ned and Pete on our rotating base, giving you a 360-degree visual of both characters. And first glance as far as Pete is concerned, he comes with his backpack already on his back, and it's loose, so it can be removed. So that's pretty cool. The figures look great, for what they are, civilian versions, and they're pretty doggone nice. We're going to get them off the base and get closer, take closer looks. We're going to start off in the order of which they are named on the packaging. So we will peep out Ned first. So looking at our guy Ned Leeds off of the base, and like I said, pretty cool. They've got him in the wearing the mask. If you remember from the movie, in that scene, he put the mask on, but straight stretching it out. It was ridiculous. But he's wearing the shirt with the horizontal stripes, and we're gonna have to talk to Ned about some fashion sense there. If you're a big person, the last thing you want to do is wear horizontal stripes. Wear vertical. But he still he did the right thing. He's got it covered up. It's a t-shirt underneath there, and he's got a regular shirt draped over it, so it works out for his fashion sense. So he got over with that one, and he's got the trowels going on there, and you see there's some kind of wash going on, so that's pretty cool. And then he's got his kicks. He's blazing gray kicks. There's no paint apps on the laces, but it is what it is. You see on his right wrist, he's blazing his Rolex there. So it ain't a Rolex, but I'm just clowning. Anyhow, it's looking pretty good there. The mask has no paint apps filling in on the line work for the mask. We've experienced that issue before with other Spider-Man costumed, whether it's the mask or the body itself. It is what it is. Anyway, we're going to get up close a little bit on Ned Leeds. Like I was saying about that the line work, you could see it clearly now. There's nothing going on in terms of the lines being painted in. The eyes, however, look great. So got to give him that. And then, of course, talking about that shirt again, you see that that's pretty nice. The shirt, I think, It's an overlay, both the shirt and the t-shirt and the shirt over the t-shirt. They're all one piece, and it feels like it's some kind of overlay over the figure itself. So pretty cool. Of course, we've got the buttons. They're on the right side, but there's no paint to just make it distinct. It's really all just one color, front and back. Stopping right here so we could see Ned's watch. Once again, no color, it's just all black. But it is a separate piece, so keep that in mind. If you ever, for whatever reason, decide to remove his hand, that watch could fly off. Pants, trowel. It's kind of like a grayish purple, and nice wrinkles. Gotta love that. And then you've got the fade out, which is indicative of with jeans and stuff. So that looks pretty cool. Got the bottom of the pant legs flapped up, and you can see the undersides of the material. And then of course you've got the gray kicks. Yeah. As far as his articulation, he's on a hinge, so he can only look up that much. He can look down about that much. He can get the rotation. It's going to be impeded by his collar. It is what it is. He can get his arm up to about 90. He can rotate it 360. He has single jointed elbows that swivel, and he's got a wrist swivel and a horizontal hinge. He has absolutely, positively zero torso articulation of any kind. Nothing, with the exception of the waist can swivel, and that's about the size of it. He can do the splits that much. He can get his legs forward about that much, about 50 or so degrees. Going back, not that much. He does have a thigh cut. He's got double jointed, pinless knees. If I can get the other one to go, there it is. Pinless knee, so that's pretty cool. He can get his toe to point just that much, not much at all. You're going to get almost nothing going the other way. That's because the top of his sneaker tongue, if you will, is impeding. It's bumping into the bottom of his pant leg. He does have ankle pivot, and he does have holes, peg holes, at the bottom of his feet. Here's Ned from the front with his backpack on, profile, left side, looking at him from the rear, and finishing him off with a look at his profile from the right side with his backpack on. Now taking a look at Peter Parker himself. From the front, you see he's looking pretty sporty there for a nerd kind of guy. He's got the shirt on, the Argyle shirt with the green sweater on top, and I mean his color work is all over the place. His Argyle shirt is like a maroon kind of red, and blazing the green sweater with the mustard yellow pants, and he's sporting his kicks, black kicks with the white soles. So yeah, the fashion sense just Pete, I don't know what time it is with you, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's take a closer look at Peter Parker. Looking at Pete up close and personal, we can see that, like I said before, this head sculpt definitely looks more like Tom Holland than previous. I'd have to actually look at some of the others to see which are the best. But right now, I mean, it looks pretty good. They've been getting better and better as they've moved along. We've got a lot of Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man, and by just by default, a whole bunch of Tom Holland / Peter Parker head sculpts, and they have gotten better as we've gone along. And it's only been kind of a short period of time when you think about it. So looking at him from the profile, he looks pretty good. He's got Hasbro was they got really detailed. The left side of his shirt, the collar is tucked in his sweater, while the right side of the collar is out. So it just lends to the whole look of he has zero fashion sense. Then of course you've got the sweater all green, and like we said, his backpack was already on him out of packaging. And you see what he's got there. Nice backpack. It's got actually details on the zippers. So I appreciate that. On all the zippers, there are 4 rows there, and they all have dabs of paint, so you could tell that they are the zippers. So that's pretty cool. Hasbro can't front on that. And at the bottom there, he's got some paintwork. That's his belt sticking out from underneath his sweater there, and there's some paint on that. The belt looks like it's brown, and the buckle has got some like a dark gray there. And then of course you got those mustard yellow pants. And something that I've noticed with our pinless knee technology there, they almost always seem to be a different color than the upper and lower leg. I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm talking about there. The knee section is a different color. It's lighter than the rest of the leg on both sides, and that I've noticed that on several pinless knee joints. So just something to point out. Going down, and you've got the his kicks looking real nice. Can't front on that. Black, no paint on the laces, and of course the white soles, and nothing else going on in the back. So that's how it goes down as far as Pete's articulation goes. His head is on a dumbbell joint, so he can look up that much. He can look down that much. His neck is also on a dumbbell, so you can get some good attitude there. Obviously, you can go left, spin it 360, and like I said, you can get some great attitude there. Great attitude. Arms, he can get 90. He's got I'm getting ahead of myself. How about 360 with the shoulders, and then 360 with the bicep? He's got pinless elbows. Kind of ugly though. That looks very unnatural. But at least we've got him. He's got swivel at the wrist and a horizontal hinge, and that's replicated on the other side as well. As far as his torso, he's got a diaphragm crunch, which he can go forward that much, back that much. He could probably go back a little bit more if I took off the backpack, which once again is removable. He can go side to side, and you can get him to twist it and shake it, and that's where you're getting your articulation with Pete there. His hips can go out that far, no drop down. He can do a 90, lifting his leg up. He can go back that much with it. He's got the thigh cut. He's got the double jointed pinless knees. Great there. He can point his toe forward only that much because it's hitting the pant leg back there. Go up that much, more or less the same reason. The tongue of the sneaker is hitting the bottom of his trouser leg. And then of course he's got the ankle pivot and holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Here's Pete with his other head sculpt on and the book in his hands, showing that he is elated that he won't be charging any late fees, returning it back to the library. And here's Pete raising his fists in elation because he was accepted to MIT. Here's Ned and Pete along with MJ from the MJ Spider-Man in his high school jacket, Far From Home 2-pack. And so I've got them basically posed this way because this is before, this really is, if you're talking about Homecoming, this is before Pete and MJ got booed up. Here's Pete next to Spidey with the high school jacket on from Far From Home. And here we have J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons. I tell you, very nice head portrait on this guy. Just so we can round out our civilian characters in the Spidey franchise. Taking height measurements for our two buddies here. Pete is standing at about 5 3/4 inches tall, whereas Ned is just a little bit shorter than that. So to sum it all up, the Marvel Legends Amazing 60 Years, 60th anniversary Spider-Man style from the movie Homecoming, we've got Peter Parker and Ned Leeds, or more accurately, Ned Leeds Peter Parker, which is how it is named on the packaging, is a great addition to the MCU Spider-Man lore. And for those that wanted these characters, Pete in the civilian attire and just Ned Leeds period, you got your wish. They came out very, very nice. Ned, obviously he's got very limited articulation, but you're not going to really be putting him in too many dynamic poses as it is for the guy in the chair. And Pete is he's got some pretty decent articulation. The accessories are nice with the backpacks and the book, and of course Ned coming out of package with the Spider-Man mask, the stretched out Spider-Man mask, I should say. Very nice set, and you need to go out and get yours. Anyhow, that'll do it for the review on these two guys and these best of friends, bosom buddies. And they wanted me to remind you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Submit comments below, and let me know about questions, concerns, critiques, what have you. And if you want to be notified when I upload another video, smash that bell and you will be so notified. It's your Knuckle Big Rucker humming coming at you, saying in closing, remember, the hunt continues, and I'm out. Peace.